You're listening to Embrace Your Snake, the #1 podcast for creatives and entrepreneurs who have big ideas and need just a little help to get them out into the world. I'm your host, Michael Jackson, and today we're talking with an amazing percussionist, guitarist, singer, songwriter, producer, and overall awesome musician. Please listen in as I speak with Aaron Copenhaguen. So then what would you tell me about your first musical gigs in LA? What did you do? What happened? How did that happen?
I actually got my first audition was for a rock band, for a Spanish rock band. They called me because they said, a friend of mine at the school said they're looking for drummers and people. And I was one of the 3 in my class that could speak Spanish. So I went over there, met with them. We jammed for about 5 minutes until they told me, like, we love what you do and we want you playing here. So we started playing, and then I discovered what it was gigging in LA, not as a professional drummer, but those side gigs that you go to the bar and play. And I was like, wait a minute, I used to do this in Argentina. This is not what I came here for.
Okay, so you started out playing in bars. Like, when you say bars, do you mean like really small bars? Are we talking like the bigger venues like the Roxy and like Whiskey?
It goes from everywhere, Sometimes you end up working more at the small places and making more money than when you go to the Roxy or the Whiskey. They sell that picture to you, and when you show up, it's like, wait, you're not paying? No, but you're playing at these big venues. Like, yeah, but this is not how it works.
So talk to me about that, because I understand that dynamic where people think they're playing at the bigger venues and you're going to make a lot more money. What was your experience with playing at the big venues like that?
Well, my experience, I always split music work in two places. I put it, one side is the working musician and the other side it's the actual musician.
Okay.
The working musician, there's a lot of smoke happening in the music world. We all grow up seeing the big shows and everything, and once you get there, you realize they make less than what you can make playing at a bar sometimes, with people. So when I got here, the big goal was to play the Sunset Strip, like the whole bars and the whole tour, because all the bands. But once you start doing it and you carry your drum set, as a guitarist, it's super cool. You just show up and have fun, But as a drummer, every time I have a friend or a student or something that we talk about and they show up with 20 million pieces, it's like, that's until you do your first 2 gigs. After that, you start like narrowing down to the easiest way to carry gear, So when you show up over there, you realize that you have 10 minutes to set up. Nobody cares about the sound check. Nobody cares about respecting the artist in the way of taking care that the music and the show looks good. You just have to show up and make it happen,
Exactly.
And everybody expects you to know everything that needs to be happening. So if you are new to all these, it's intimidating. Once you have the big experience, like working for someone a little more professional, or you have a more professional type of gig where there's a producer and a music director and everything, you realize how bad they treat you at those places, and you end up in some way paying to them so they can let you show your music in exchange for getting people in the bars and